Good morning, everyone. Today we have to do this topic demonetization. Now, you people are lucky because when this happened, you all know what demonetization is all about. So, on 8th of November, what government did, sharp at 8 o'clock, the legal tender status of currency notes 500 and 1000 unit that were in circulation and they were with everyone. They ceased to be legal tender from the very that day. Now, the everyone who had 500 or 1000 notes, they had only two options left with them. Either they had to return this money to government or just keep it with them, because later on they will be like a piece of paper for them. They will not be able to buy anything from that currency notes, because they did not have the status of legal tender from that day onwards. So this is what is known as demonetization. So what is the meaning? Cancelling the legal tender status of currency notes 500 and 1000 units that were in circulation. So everyone who had black money in form of 500 and 1000 notes, so they all worried that day, and there was a lot of panic that was created, not among the poor section of the economy but with the rich section of the economy. Those people who had unaccounted income, or those who were those who had accumulated black money, they were in trouble. So why this demonetization was introduced in the economy? What was the aim? The aim of demonetization, number one, it was to curb corruption. Now the first thing that every corrupted human being did in that country was to take a bribe, and usually the bribe was involved was a huge amount, and that huge amount was taken in the form of 500 and 1000 currency notes. So everyone, those who had taken that bribes and those who had done corruption, they had unaccounted income with that them in form of black money. So the major aim of demonetization was to take out that black money from the economy, to draw out that black money, so that people who had accumulated black money, they would be in trouble, and that money will come back in circulation, and they'll have to pay taxes on that unaccounted income they had, along with the penalty. So that was the aim, to take out the black money from the people, from the corrupted people who had accumulated it without paying taxes to the government. Now let us see what are the features of demonetization. The first feature was tax administration. Now tax was administered because when this measure was taken, then people were left with no other option but to declare their unaccounted income, to declare their black money, and to pay taxes to the government along with penalty. So the entire tax system was administered, and various other several measures were taken by the government. The second feature is it was done as a measure to improve tax compliance. Now see what happened when demonetization was introduced. Black money, obviously it came out, and the tax collection were increased, and from there onwards everyone they shifted from cash transaction to digitalization. Now when everything is done in a digital way, when the money is transferred not through cash but on a digital platform, then the tax evasion is reduced. So it was a measure to improve the tax compliance. So everyone is in a habit of paying taxes, and there is no unaccounted money with anyone now left. Now the third was all the savings were channelized in the formal system. Now the money, the black money that was with people in their hand, that was their they had accumulated that black money, and it was out of your economy. Now when the demonetization was introduced, then all the black money that was accounted with people, that was accumulated with them in the form of black money, it was deposited in the banks. So the bank deposits increased, and when the bank deposits increased, bank used this money, and it was given as loans to the productive channels. So your formal system was enriched with the form of money that came out from the black money that was accounted with the people. Then it was a move towards a cashless society. You all would remember when demonetization was launched, then the plastic money, your debit cards were used, your credit cards were used that time, Paytm, Phone Pay, then other Google Pay, all these RuPay, all these digital transactions, digital platforms came into economy, and everyone started using the digital cash in place of cash transactions. So we took a step ahead towards a cashless society. Now also you can see that many people who didn't knew about the digital transactions when the demonetization was launched, they also made themselves aware about what cashless society is all about, and digital transactions were increased, and many new users came who started using plastic money, who started using their debit and credit cards, who started doing online transactions. So it was a move towards a cashless society. Now these are the features. Now what was the impact on your economy? The first impact was the cash transactions declined because people were not left with money, because your 86% of your total money supply was in the form of 500 and 1000 notes. So people were left with no money because they did not exist to be a legal tender now. So the cash transactions declined because people moved to digitalization and digital transactions increased. And when there was a decline in cash transaction, people deposited their money in banks, so bank deposits also increased and the financial savings increased. Then the private wealth declined. Why the wealth of a private sector declined? Because when people, whatever money they had, some of the notes were not returned. When people were having black money, some were okay of the opinion that it's okay to account your black money, to deposit your black money in bank, pay taxes and pay penalties, whatever government is asking for. But there were certain people who were not ready to give up their black money, so some black money was not returned. Even you would have, if you go back at that time and just memorize the news that were there on news channels that day, that people had even thrown bags of 500 and 1000 note rupee notes in the water or in jungles, because they were not ready to give it to the government who has done that. So what happened, there was decline in the wealth of the private sector, and due to this the real estate is the estate that belongs to the purchase and sale of buildings, properties. So the prices of real estate fell very badly. Public sector was not affected at all because public sector, government sector had already accounted all their money, and there was no black money with the public sector. Digitalization increased because people were moving forward to a cashless economy. Real estate, what was the effect on the real estate? The prices declined, but because the private wealth of the people also declined, because even if, say for example, I had 1 crore rupees black money, when I'll count it and I'll deposit it in bank, I'll not get more than 60 to 65,000, because 60 to 65 lakh, because rest will be deducted by the government in form of taxes and penalties. So the real wealth of the private sector declined, and that declined the prices of the real estate. Then the tax collection, obviously when the black money was recorded, it was accounted and it was declared by the corrupted people that they had not paid the taxes, and it was declared now, then they had to pay taxes along with penalties. So the tax collection was increased, and this tax was used later on for the development of the country. So this is what is all about demonetization. You can add many more points to this, and if I'm not wrong, this topic is also there in economics, in your economics subject, so you can take some points from there also, and you can make your notes on demonetization: meaning, aim, feature and impact. These are the four things that are covered under the demonetization topic. Thank you.